Every year, the month of November is dedicated to Alzheimer's awareness, and now one Duluth choir is doing its part to help.
Northern News Now's Cara Kopp spent the day with the Victory Chorus.
Victory chorus, victory chorus.
What music does to our brains is pretty incredible. It almost like lights up our brains.
Whether you use it to concentrate on a task or reduce stress, music is a powerful tool in our daily lives, especially for those living with Alzheimer's and dementia.
People who are living with dementia are often more articulate, more able to relate. Singing just makes them come alive in a whole new way.
Which is why the Victory Chorus started their program in the Northland, a group of over 50 singers made up of people who live with dementia and their loved ones.
It just works, and music does that.
For longtime friends Vicki, Barbara, and Linda, the Victory Chorus is more than just a chance to spend time together.
My mom had Alzheimer's many years ago, and she would have loved a group just like this.
It's a time to sing and make new memories while remembering the old ones.
It's just a joyous thing. It just evokes so many childhood memories.
Vicki, Barbara, and Linda, along with the rest of the choir, now preparing to share their experiences with the community, preparing for their celebration of song concert to end the stigma around dementia.
Because when you come and you listen to that choir sing and you look at them, you're not going to be able to tell who has any kind of impairment and who doesn't.
Welcoming others living with aging brain conditions to make new friendships through music. In Duluth, Cara Kopp, Northern News Now.
And the celebration of song concert is this Sunday. You'll be able to hear classic tunes like Twist and Shout and What a Wonderful World. Donations are appreciated. You can visit our website for more details.